Here we go. To start this project, just give yourself a little bit of a tail. I don't know how long that is, but you always leave yourself a tail when you get started on these things and weave it in. Start with a slip knot. So to slip knot, you twist, pull through, do that again. I'm assuming that maybe you've had some experience doing crafting before. I'm not gonna, this is not an introductory video for those who have never done this before. I'm not gonna be that explanatory. So basically all you have to know how to do is to slip knot, do a chain, and know how to do double crochet. So I've done the slip knot, as you can see down here below, nice and loose on my hook. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now in the second chain from the hook, right there, this is the second chain, we're going to do 2 double crochet right into here. Now this is kind of tricky because you're trying to get in this one and in this one. All right, you'll see the back of the stitches right there. So we'll do for this first double crochet, and then we'll do the second double crochet. So there's 2 stitches, 1, 2. So second double crochet, yarn over the hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there we go. Now we're going to chain 2. Come on, little yarns. This will be fun. Well, I'll do this project on the road. I'm just a little bit north of Fresno right now, so we'll see how far we're going across the country, so we'll see how far I get by the end of this trip. So there's chain 2. Now I'm going to skip this chain over here, and I'm going to do 3 double crochet in the final chain, the last chain. So there's getting in there. That's seriously, this is the toughest part, is the first few rows of this project. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you'll see what's happening is we're leaving a gap there. That's an important gap. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's the second double crochet in that space, and now we're going to do a final. Okay, just got that one through, and there's the third double crochet. Okay, so that when we chained up, that's almost like another double crochet right there. So overall we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. We're not counting this. This in essence would be like the lower part of this stitch over here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. Now in this stitch here, we're going to do 2 double crochet. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, that is terrible when you get your own hair stuck in there. Get rid of that guy. So now that I've done that chain 3 and 2 double crochet, it acts more like a three of them. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip over these 2 spaces here, these 2 stitches, 1, 2, and you can see that space that we had in the first row that we left there. In this row, we're going to do 3 double crochet. So we're going to just right in here in the space. So there's the first 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 double crochet in that space, and now we're going to do a chain 2, and we're going to do 3 double crochet in that same exact space where we did those first 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. So what's happening now is that you are kind of creating this triangle, basically, and the top of that triangle is that chain 2 right there. So we've got that, and then we're going to skip the next 2 double crochet, which would be 1, 2. Okay, and we are going to do 3 double crochet in this last space, which is right down in here. Okay, so we're gonna pop down in there. I just want to make sure I have that stitch right. Skipping 2. Let's just come on around, because I don't want to get that one. I want to get this one there. I don't know if you can see that difference, but it does make a difference. Okay. There we go. Just about got it. There we go. Okay. And of course, as you start putting the stitches in, then it will open up better. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's filled out. Now that is the end of the second row. So 1, that's the first triplet, which would, the first one is the chain 3. The second triplet, the chain 2, triplet in the same space, and then you do a triplet at the in the very last stitch of the row. Now we're going to go to row 3. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. Now in this same stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochet. 1, 2, completing our first triplet. It's a faux triplet, but it's a triplet nonetheless. Grab some more yarn over here. We're going to do 3 double crochet in this space that we created. So there's 3 spaces that have been created in here. 1, 2, 3. But whenever you turn that corner, you're always going to chain 2 so that you keep that triangle going further, keep it in that triangle shape. So this first space, we're going to do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. 3. And now we're going to skip over to the next space, and we are going to double crochet, 3 double crochet in this next space. 1, 2, 3. But now, because this is the corner where we're going to be turning this elbow, we're going to do a chain 2, and then we're going to do 3 double crochet in this same space. And that is pretty much the way it's going to be for every row after this. Is when we turn that corner, we need to create we have to we have to build out that corner again each and every row. Now we're going to skip over to this space and do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we will skip over to the very last space. So we'll skip over 1, 2, and in this final one we will do the last, there we go. I'm not quite getting it just so, but I do want to get into that stitch versus, this is probably the trickiest part for each row, is just to get this last one just right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and next I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, turn, and now here is a place where I do 2 double crochet into this stitch here, 2, so there's my triplet. Do the next triplet of double crochet in the next space. See, I'm not even going in the stitches, I'm just going in the space. 2, 3. Tension is getting tight. So, and then I'm going to skip over to this next space and do the next triplet. 1, 2, 3. And now, because I'm coming up to this corner, you remember what I have to do is I have to do a triplet, a chain 2, and then another triplet. So 1, 2, whoops, going a little too fast there. 2, 3, and then I'm going to chain 2 and then do another triplet in here. 2, 3. Okay. After I turn that corner, I'm just going to hop down to this next space and jump to do another triplet of double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Hop down to the next space. 1, 2, 3. And now into the very final space, skipping 2, 1, 1, 2, and then now 3. Looks like Drake is back. 1. Oh, it looks like he might have brought some coffee. 2, 3. So that's the end of the 4th row. Okay, now. And Drake is back.
Back again.
So now we'll do one more. 1, 2, 3. Do 2 into this first one. What kind of coffee did you find?
I got you in dark roast with Reese's peanut butter.
Uh-oh.
Pour-ins.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it is.
2. So this is the second of the first triplet, second stitch of the triplet here. So there's double crochet there. And then in the next space, another triplet. 1, 2, 3. And then after this, I will hold it up so we can see how far we've gotten. 1, 2, 3. Drake, did you secretly go have Cinnabon?
No, I did not.
Okay.
That's called accountability, isn't it?
It is.
Why are the plugins
3. Now remember, because this is the top of our row where we're going to turn this corner, now that I've done 3 double crochet, I'm going to chain 2 to create the corner, and then do another set of double triplets, or a triplet of double crochets. So here's the 3rd one. So now that corner is created, and I'm going to jump down to the next space. It'll be fun to see this yarn change color and see how it develops in stripes throughout this project. I like the feel of this yarn. This is very nice to work with. 2, 3, jumping down to that next space to do another triplet. 2, oh, I get going so fast and I mess up. 2, 3. There we are. So just skipping 2 and then putting this last triplet in the very last stitch. Okay, always trying to get that just so. I am not, that's not right. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not, or do it right or don't do it at all. So I got the stitch over there, the second stitch over there. I get the sense that we're going to be heading out, going south real soon. So hopefully I'll get really good progress on this. So here's the first one. 1, 2. That's my signal to close in the video, or at least in this part of the video. And I will show you the progress as we go along. So now you can see we have finished another row, and it just keeps, you can see how this is progressing. I'm keeping this corner up on the top, and this is simply a series of triplets in double crochet.
Boy, it looks modern, it looks beautiful.
That does look really nice.
Oh my, Arizona state line.
Arizona state line. Boy, that's coming and going quick.
That's pretty lame. Oh, here we go, up here. I just
I
half
see
a mile
it.
up.
Yeah, I see it. And
Are you still filming?
yes, I am.
Oh, look at that. Mountains to the right, river and expansion bridges.
Wow. Look at all those up there.
There's the Santa Fe Railroad, Route 66.
We can't really see that. You can see it better with
Canyon
the eye.
State welcomes you.
Arizona. Hey guys, so I am back home from my trip, and I'm just going to show you the results of this love shawl that I created, and I will have the pattern with it. You'll find it somewhere nearby on a link nearby. So I'm just going to show you the finished product and describe the yarn that I used and some other yarns that you might want to consider. So here you can see the finished product. I haven't woven in the ends yet, but that is the finished shawl. So as you can see, it is about 49 inches across right there. And I'm just going to show you the length from this. Remember when we first started that row way back in Fresno? Well, what happened was I did most of the shawl. I did the first full skein, and then I realized I didn't have enough yarn, so I had to order more from that company. And well, I'm glad I did, because I really like this yarn. So we're up to about 25 inches from the top to the bottom of that extended triangle there. So that is what you're aiming for. And I'm just going to show you over here. I did another shawl on the way because I said, oh, I ran out of yarn. Let me go pick up some yarn from Walmart. So this is the Red Heart Super Saver as a another option for you. So I'm just going to show you here. This is the one I use. This is the stripes. And as you can see, this only has 5 ounces. So I pretty much used up 3 skeins of this. So if you're going to do the shawl with the stripes, you'll need 3 skeins of this. And as an and that one happens to be the parrot stripe. And one thing I want to mention is that when you're buying yarn, you want to look at the dye lot. So you'll see the lot number 0140. You want to get all 3 skeins from the same dye lot. Now the one that I did over there, this is hotcakes. hotcakes is this yarn here, and that has 200 grams, which I guess is about 7 ounces of yarn. So I was able to do one shawl with 1.5 skeins of hotcakes. So I will use this other skein and the other half of my second skein to do another shawl. And I just love working with this yarn. This yarn is nice too, don't get me wrong, but man, this stuff is just the creme de la creme. So you can see there's a couple more Super Savers that I picked up. So these three, it will take these three to make one shawl, and there'll be just that much left over, just like I had with that first one. But the other thing that you can get is just the single color of Red Heart Super Saver, and this is awesome. This will work up really quickly, and since this has 7 ounces, you could do a shawl in 1.5 skeins of yarn. So in 3 skeins, you can do 2 shawls. Okay guys, that is how you make the Love Shawl. I hope you join me and make several Love Shawls to send with the Good Samaritan Medical Dental Ministry to Vietnam for 2019. This is the 20th year that Good Samaritans has been going to Vietnam, and we want to definitely send a bunch of love with them in the form of these shawls. So look for the address. We'll have it in the pattern. We'll have it nearby so that you know exactly where to send these shawls when you're done. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.